Hey guys, Mason Ramon here, and welcome to another Kaiju figure review. Now this review is going to be my 5th Godzilla figure I've ever owned in my life. And it's probably one of the worst Godzilla figures I've owned. Well, here he is. The Bandai Creation GMK Godzilla. Now, if you're wondering, is this really a GMK Godzilla? The answer is no. And I'll go into detail, and here's why. Well, first off, go with films. GMK Godzilla is from, GMK. Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, giant monsters all attack. I'll give you a little backstory on this. GMK Godzilla, this Godzilla, is actually an evil spirit from the 54 Godzilla that came back from the dead. And there was actually 3 guardian monsters on that. There was actually 3 Japanese guardian monsters that are willing to protect Japan from Godzilla. That would be Mothra, Baragon, and King Ghidorah. Now, in the end, all the monsters get their ass whooped until the spirits of Baragon, Mothra, and Ghidorah go back into Ghidorah's body and turn into, King Ghidorah. And King Ghidorah tried to kick Godzilla's ass, but no, Godzilla kicked his ass like always. But in the end, I think it was like a submarine or a drill kind of thing. It's not the Gotengo, the submarine or drill kind of thing. It drilled a hole in Godzilla's I think it was his chest. And he tried killing off 2 survivors, or cameramen, a cameraman and a camerawoman. They were like documenting something. And Godzilla tried breathing his fire, but the fire came out of his chest. And that ended up killing him. So therefore, that's pretty much his little backstory there. Now on to detail. Now, you're probably wondering, what is up with this figure? It's because of the sculpt. And I'll show you why. If you look at the body, it's fat. GMK Godzilla was pretty bulky. And he was huge, too. But, the detail on this guy, it's good. They actually detailed it, which I really like. But the sculpt, they got it all wrong. And, the torso area, it's supposed to be bulkier. The head, it's supposed to be more, like, menacing looking. The arms, look at the arms. They're, like, anorexic. Look at that. They're thin. His arms are, like, a little shorter and bulkier. And his legs, look at that. They're like thunder thighs. The feet, they're kind of more, the feet in the movie, they're like more clawy and bigger. Well, not too big, though. And look at the plates. That's like the worst. Look at the plates. They're like all in one piece. And they're like thick. Look at this. And the tail, it's short. The tail's supposed to be longer. Now, Bandai Creation, can you, please do a redo on this? Because it's not that good. I mean, this is one of their earlier works, but, it's still not good. Sculpt-wise, but detail-wise, it's alright. The paint job, it's also kind of iffy. If you're looking at it, it's not like a gray or a charcoal black. It's actually a dark, dark blue. It's a dark blue. And it's not that accurate. Godzilla was like a dark black in the movie. The plates are white, but they're incorrect. The plates are white, but they're pretty much incorrect. The claws on his fingers and toes are white, like complete white. And, the head, that's like the most correct part of him. The head is like the most correct part of him. Why? Because, and actually, it looks a little bit like the GMK Godzilla. And the most part that appeared out to me is his eyes. They did make his eyes white. That's the positive side about him. They made his eyes white. If they put pupils on it, then I wouldn't have bought this thing. I mean, I wasn't much of a critic back then. I wanted to get that guy because I didn't know that you could get Godzilla figures from Japan. I only thought that they created Godzilla figures in America. But, yeah. Good thing I stated out that it's the GMK one because its eyes are blank white. Because, he's a spirit from the 54 version of Godzilla. So, yeah, the paint job is kind of off a little bit. Now on to articulation. The head can rotate 360. A little stiff. The arms can rotate 360. They're also pretty stiff. Ouch! And it poked a hole in my finger. Yeah. The legs? Yeah, also pretty stiff. Couldn't get it down at first. And finally, the tail. Look at that. I mean, I can rotate 360, but yeah, articulation's pretty limited and it's stiff. And yeah. And I don't have anyone to size him up with, except one guy. The Final Wars Godzilla. Now, as you can see here, the Final Wars Godzilla is actually bigger than the GMK. I mean, I would imagine that GMK Godzilla is like bigger, like this big. A little bigger than the Final Wars, but no, this guy's actually smaller than Final Wars. It's kind of weird. So yeah, pretty much. And now on to rarity. GMK Godzilla, the Bandai Creation one, it's gotten pretty rare nowadays. It has gotten rare. So yeah. But the Bandai Japan one, the accurate GMK Godzilla, it's actually pretty moderate, but it costs like $60. It's pretty moderate. I don't think a moderate figure in Bandai Japan shouldn't be that much money. I don't think. I think it would be more like, 45 or 30, $40 to $35 or something. But hey, it's good. But this one you're looking at now, it's pretty rare nowadays. I don't think anyone would even like this figure anyway, though. But it's the only one I could get my hands on. Because I didn't know about Bandai Japan at the time. Alright. So, now on to his grade. The detail is, it's alright. The sculpt is pretty bad. Paint job is, articulation is pretty basic and it's stiff. And sizing, it's okay. So I'm going to give him a 2.5 out of 5. Why 2.5? Because, the sculpt, it's not even that correct. The detail's fine. The paint job is a little off. Or way off, I should say, because of his skin color. Articulation's it's pretty stiff. And sizing, it's, debatable. That's why I'm giving it a 2.5 out of 5. I don't know, maybe you can make that a 3, I'm not sure. But 2.5 out of 5, that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys later.